Hello everyone, how are you doing? It's been a while since I had my last video. Sorry about the long break. I didn't plan on taking such a long break, but then I was thinking about some other new things I could do, and I was just thinking about it, I guess. Oh, if you're wondering about this small thing over here, that's my microphone that I got a while ago. Anyway, I'm having a special game with a guest, another YouTube Go creator, or just Go creator. I will show his channel in a minute and also have his links on my video description. I just had one thing I wanted to show you before I start the game, because while I was taking a break, I got this invitation from YouTube to make a merchandise. And I thought that would be kind of fun thing to do. So I designed the t-shirt and the mug, but they allowed me to have just one design that would be applied to any merchandise. So I'll show you in a minute. Oh, and then I also took down the link where you could send a donation before. So if you would love to support my channel, then maybe you can get a t-shirt or something. Oh, and then as usual, I still have this link database to the database that has all the games I played, SGFs. And this is my Facebook page for the YouTube. And, I have this essay book in English and in German. So you can check this out. But if you are curious about my new souvenirs, you can find them in almost every video of my channel if you are not YouTube Red, or you can simply click this one in the corner. So here is the t-shirt with my logo, and then at the back there is this quote that everyone seems to love. Very important question you need to ask yourself all the time. And then there is also a mug or some different t-shirt design. So, it's something fun you can check out. And also let me show you the YouTube channel of the guest I'm having today. This is his channel. He speaks French in these videos, so I couldn't understand much, but he seemed like a fun lecturer, and he had this series where he explains about the games that appears in Hikaru no Go, and that seemed like a very interesting idea. So if you speak French, you can definitely check this channel out. So that's about it, and I'll have my game. So the game started. We are doing 2 handicap stones. And I had my first move on the 4-3 point. Black approached it right away. Very active. I think I will tenuki this corner and then come over here. So actually giving 2 handicap stones to my opponent reminds me of my my big struggle against the Lila Zero. And at the time, it felt like 2 handicap stones couldn't help me much. And now that I'm on the white side, now it feels like a lot. Oh, and I don't have the 7.5 komi in this game. But anyway, it still feels like a lot that black has these 2 stones, but we will see if I can catch up. I want to kind of make the game very interesting today. So maybe I would tenuki again. I'm thinking about approaching somewhere. Maybe let's try this one. Yeah, So Hisoka first contacted me on my YouTube Facebook page. He sent me his YouTube channel link and told me that he would love to have a game with me. And I usually welcome these special game requests for my YouTube because then I have something interesting to share with you. So I told him I would be interested, but that was months ago. I was like in the middle of Lila Zero series and I couldn't figure out when would be good time. So I said sure, and then I kind of forgot about it. But then he reminded me again and once more. So like 3 or 4 times he contacted me about the game. I really admire his persistent, and I'm so glad he did because I'm very happy that we are having this game today. So yeah, it's great that more and more people are being interested in making Go videos or playing Go. It's now kind of hobby. It's it's complicated, my relationship with Go, but it does make me happy whenever I see something good happening in the Go community. So this one I can't Tanuki because Black's blocking over here would be too good. So I'm going to push here and then jump, assuming he extends. He can also jump, that's another option. Then I would wedge and then Black Ataris and I connect, Black connect and I jump. But this is a more common way and I'm going to jump. I really like his logo over here. It's like the Go board and the white stone and the black stone. But of course my logo is the best. So this ship over here, it's one of the default avatars in Taijam. Taijam has these 12 animal options, and these are the animal signs. Are you familiar with the 12 animal signs? Let me push over here. So in China, there are 12 animal signs that represent ear. And you know, it rotates. My ear is the dragon, actually. So I was supposed to choose dragon sign. But when I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to be anonymous, if you remember. So I picked something other than dragon, and I thought this ship looked really cute. So that's how I had this ship avatar. But then people started saying that my playing style was very opposite to the ship, which was more like vicious. So someone made me this avatar, the same ship avatar with a knife. So I took it as a compliment and I proudly use it on OGS. On Taijam, I couldn't figure out how to change. I think it's supposed to be possible, but maybe it's only possible in Korean client, I'm not sure. So on Taijam, I still have the same ship as everyone else, but on OGS, I uploaded it myself. But maybe I should have my Haylee channel logo like Hisoka does. I don't know. So, I pushed here. Another option was to connect when Black attached here. But pushing here is often a little more active. And over here, I could play somewhere around here. But instead, I think I will jump. And this one is kind of saying that I'm not worried about Black invading because then I will fight it off. And this one is limiting Black's influence of this corner and making this white group somewhat stronger. over here, black didn't respond to my approach. So if I get sente, coming over here would be nice. Or we can also continue over this corner. And this is common exchange to make sure that black can always have these two stones. I wouldn't actually recommend it at this situation because these exchanges, while it made the corner stronger, it also made white's moyo over here quite better. Black didn't need to worry about the corner yet because it has all the room over here. So yeah, I'm not sure if that was a good choice. Oh, by the way, I was thinking I want to experiment with Lila Zero tools like Lizzie or Go Review Partners. I am still planning to install those in my computer and possibly make a video about how to install or how to use them to study Go. But as I mentioned, I was just thinking about it, didn't manage to actually do it. Hopefully I'll get to do it soon. But on the bright side, I am having really good time with my life. So the weather has been great here in Mountain View, the Bay Area. I love my new job. The people are great. I'm learning so much. So yeah, things are all good. Oh, and I also started writing a little blog beginning of this year. Like a kind of I call it blog, but it's more like recalling my childhood as a Go prodigy. And I also took some break from writing these blogs, but I started writing again last week. I'm hoping to continue that as well. If you're wondering about my blog, it's an open secret. I mean, it's a completely public, but I don't share the link because I don't know how good it is. We'll see about that. I might share the link on Facebook sometime when I think it's good enough. But right now, I think just my friends sometimes come. I have like a few visitors each day. And I'm comfortable with that for now. So over here, we started Joseki. And once I attached it and black wedged my Atari here and connecting, these are all very expected sequence. Common Joseki. And black is going to block. And I will push here. After this, black has a few choices. Most common one is to connect this one. But black can also either push here or extend this one. Either choices leads to more complicated Joseki. And of course, I had to memorize all that. There are many variations. That's one of the things you would study when you are very serious about studying Go. I am not sure how clearly I remember all the variations now, but I think I can probably, find my best way forward if my opponent plays them. Yeah, there was a time when Go was my whole universe. And I do sometimes miss that time. But I think I'm definitely happier these days, having Go as my hobby and favorite activity, enjoying the game with friends and in social meetings, and not worrying intensely about winning. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, on my Facebook page of the YouTube, I recently posted a link to a survey. The survey literally takes you 30 seconds because you just vote once or twice. But basically it's about a book cover design. And this book is autobiography of 조훈현 Naindan. He is the legend Go player in Korea. Probably one of the most famous one along with Lee Chang-ho and Lee Se-dol. So his autobiography was published in Korean first and then also in Japanese and Chinese. I heard this book did so well in all these languages and now it's being published in English. So this survey is about the cover design for the English edition. And I wasn't involved in any way of this book project. But the publisher contacted me just a few days ago and asked if I could share the survey link. And I said, of course, it's something very easy I can do for a player I greatly admire, right? So yeah, I would appreciate if you take a look at it. So over here, this is still the Joseki sequence, and the white often jumps over here. And the typical continuation is black jumps and white knight move and black jumps around here. In this game, if black jumps here, I'm going to do 2 space jump instead of knight move because there are black stones around here already and I don't have much potential to grow toward this side. So I would do that. And also because black has some stones around here, I will have to be more careful with this group because I have limited room to go. Black could also jump over here. And yeah, that would get some territory. But if black's busy building territory here, then white would get some moves around the center and these black 3 stones can become weak. So black will have to be cautious about that as well. That is an interesting choice. Not one of the moves I would have thought about. I think usually white's first move after this jump is this 1 space jump. It seems like black didn't want to make this exchange, which makes sense because it gives white some more points over here. This black shape is strong enough. I can't really cut around here. So that means I just need to worry about this group. I think I'm going to jump here. Yeah, okay. I also thought about jumping 2 space, but then it didn't seem like I was getting more points necessarily. The upper side is all open. And it's not like I have very good next move afterwards either. So I didn't see any good point of playing the 2 space instead of 1. And over here I want to come out. I could have also attached it here, but I just did a diagonal move so that maybe if black pushes, then I would be just going out to the center. Maybe there is more aji around here later. But in this case, I think I'm kind of forced to push because there's no other good option. So let's push. And black can't really hane because then I would cut. Black needed to extend. And before I do something around here, I want to pip this one. Because when I have like more stones around here, this one stone would become lighter. So I want to make sure that black connects this one before I do more on this side. When black connects, I think I will push this one. Yeah. So let's do that. And over here, black would probably hane and I'll hane and then black will have to extend. And then I will play the tiger's mouth. Oh, one of the things I wanted to do while I was taking a break was to set up broadcasting environment in my other computer. Okay, so black's attacking this group and I will have to come out. I can jump. Knight move seems a little risky. Black can cut me off like this. Oh, I could do this. Maybe that's better. Yeah, it's still open, but then I can keep going toward this side. And if I do get the chance to come back on J18, I would have enough eye space to leave. So let me do that. Yeah. Oh, so I have actually 3 computers. It's funny, I know. But this is my oldest computer that I'm using. It's something I had since my time in Korea. It's a PC, laptop, and all my software related to YouTube is set up here. The Adobe Suite and the XSplit and the other things. So that's why I'm still doing it. But as you know, the video freezes a lot. It becomes very jumpy. And I've been trying to fix it, but I don't think it's possible with this computer. So I have a MacBook, my personal MacBook, and I also have a MacBook from work. But of course, I'm not going to use work MacBook for my personal YouTube. I have my personal MacBook laptop that's probably better in performance than this PC. And I'm hoping my video quality would improve if I change my computer. But then I'll have to reinstall and also find alternative software because XSplit's only for Windows as far as I understand. I'll probably give a shot to OBS on Mac, but I have to test and, do things. So that's the story. Eventually, I'll come around and hopefully my video will be better. So while I was talking, I did this hane and double hane. The double hane was to leave some aji in the corner for the future. And I am going out. My group over here can also live by this hane and then tiger's mouth. Oh, but at this moment I can't block. After I hane and tiger's mouth, I could block this way. But now I can't, so I have to connect. And I guess that was a good exchange for black before I do anything over here. And that, I think I will continue on this side so that maybe I can make some territory here. So looking at how the game's going, the critical places will be who gets to play this corner. It's still open. This R17 3 points seems very important. And there is still aji around here, but that doesn't seem as important as this one. And also connecting over here for me would be very big
10,
place.
9, 8, 7,
And
6,
right now I have to do this.
6, 5, 4.
I'm not sure
3,
if this
2,
exchange
1.
was a good idea. It does give black some forcing moves around here. But maybe like around N15 or O15, and that has kind of limited use. So I would say this is the good timing for me to tenuki. So I'm going to do this. So I thought this was critical because it's so big. Compared to black jumping on S16, it reduces black's territory a lot. And also, after I live in the corner, black's group over here won't have like clear two eyes. So that puts black in some awkward situation for doing other things. Black probably wants to block from this side because there isn't much to gain for black on this side. But then, yeah, after that I would jump here, and you can see that black's group is not alive yet. So that's how it went, and there is this cut. Black will have to somehow connect, but that's sente. I will have to respond. Let me do this, and then I guess black can like hane here. After these corner exchanges, my territory over here is much reduced. I'm not sure about this one. Let me do this. I was expecting black's hane, but anyway, so you can see that I lost some my potential territory on this side. But I did gain a few points in the corner, and I get sente. So I think that's okay. But I must say black's doing very well. Or maybe I'm not doing enough. Okay, here I guess I will
8,
I guess I will just extend
7,
and then maybe peep here when black connects. Yeah, so I peep this one, and if black connects, I will jump this way. So I guess that also works. There is a weak point over here with O17, but these two stones are not very big at the moment, so it's not 100% sente for me. And that's kind of interesting move.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, because I am very tempted to do this one. But then if black connects and I cut, and then black can play here.
10, 9, 8, 7,
I don't know,
6.
let's try. So if I just connected here, then I think black was going to play here on P13. And that would put me in a very bad shape. So I didn't like that. Once I played here, it seems like I should cut.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6.
Okay. So these two stones, it's not the end of the game, but it's pretty big. And especially if I get to block here on J18, this gives me good territory. But black can also capture these 4 stones by playing here with some aji. But I don't see how I can save it right away. And of course black can save this 1 stone. So here I think this P13 would have been better. Because now I'm going to play this one. And it's not very clean anymore. This game's becoming very interesting. Okay, so black did that. And what if I do this?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Maybe it's somewhat overplay. Okay, so in that case, I will just do this. I was wondering about this push. I think black will cut and then connect. I will need some kind of connection around here, and black can wedge. So that wouldn't do. Hmm.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Okay, I think I will cut here. I was spending my time with the countdown. You know, I only have 2 eyes left. But that's because I think this is going to be the most important part of the game. When you have these kind of critical moments, there's no point in saving time. Ah, wow. Okay. So it's very, very complicated. And it seems like I have to Atari this one. Because if I just connect black harness, and I can't Hane, I can't Atari, I have to come
10,
out.
9, 8,
Then black blocks,
7,
and I come
6,
out and black
5,
blocks.
4, 3, 3.
And then I have to cut and black connects. And then I will have to do this, but black Ataris, it doesn't work for me. So I had no other choice. And black can Hane here, I'll have to Hane back. If black extends, I will have to push. Yeah. I think black should have Haned here. Because in this way, I don't think black can live with this one. But if black Haned and then extended, so I'm looking at the ladder. I'm going to play this one.
9, 9.
Because that's the ladder breaker. Hopefully send that too. And now that there is no cut, I am going to make this exchange. And also that. Because after black play this F2 and E2, there's no more aji in the corner. So since there's nothing I can do anyway, I am making these center exchanges. Then I'm going to push this one. Trying to make some good shape in this area. Hopefully making some territory. So after this, I didn't count, but I'm assuming it's probably bad for black. That's an interesting move. I think I'll connect. So maybe let's quickly count to make sure that I'm winning. So that's 15, 22, 24. And I'm going to connect this one. It's very big. That's about 8, 30, 45, 53. And about 66 for black. And for me, wow, this one alone is already very strong 60. And I have some potential here. And of course, my shape over here. Let me make this exchange since black can like block here and connect underneath. And then I'm going to jump this way or that way. Or I could also connect this one.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 3.
Yeah, let's connect this one. Because I was looking at it, I can try to build a little here, but black will be pushing around here and pushing from here. Black will probably get this one stone too. It doesn't seem worth it for me. On the other hand, if I do that, maybe I can squeeze later by cutting this one off. So that seemed better. And over here, I'm going to just block this one. So right now, this connection over here seems big. Can I connect? Black jumps and I push and extends.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. seems like a bad aji, but I think I'm okay. That kind of scared me because of course I want to connect, or maybe I should have just jumped here on Q9. Oh well, it's okay. Yeah, I was worried about this jump, but it doesn't seem to be working for black. So that's why black played here instead. And it seems like that's a very good move.
9,
You
8.
have to come out. And no, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, but I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Maybe I should have jumped. I don't like how it became smaller. Wait, does that work? I thought black would come back here at P10. I guess, what? I'm not sure if black has a plan here. So if black cuts, then I can play here on 08. I think black's dead. If black plays here on P9, I was going to connect. So I do this. And capturing race between these two doesn't work for black. Yeah. So yeah, this S10 was an overplay. Black should have come back on P10. And then I was going to connect here S10. So this would have been really good endgame in Sente for black. Then black would have had a chance to connect here, which is very big. And the game would have been somewhat closer. But like this, I would assume
10,
it's not
9,
very close.
8.
So that's another big endgame. And after this, over here is also big. This is good endgame also because it makes some weak points like this clamp or this attach over here, or just pushing here and cut. Oh, I think Hisoka wants to resign. Yeah. So that was the game. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It was a fun game. I think the crucial point was definitely the fight over here. Black should have had it instead of this extension. And I think it would have been much more complicated. And you know, like, the fact that I wasn't ahead by a lot after getting all these means I think Black should have been ahead before that. So yeah, that really means that he had a good game. So anyway, that was the game for today. I hope that was interesting, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.